I enlisted with young fellas at Chapel Street, East St Kilda. That was the artillery depot. I happened to know Morse code because I learned it earlier on at the Wireless Institute, and I was one of the few blokes who joined the army who knew Morse code. So I was put into signals naturally, and eventually gravitated to the radio part of it. We sailed to Colombo. We had leave for a day in Colombo, which was quite a good day. Some blokes went to the races, and we sailed again from Colombo, and we went to Aden, which is at the bottom of the Yemeni Peninsula, I think. And by that time we had a French cruiser, the Saffron, as a escort, and I had my 21st birthday that day. That was the 11th of May. 21st birthday in Aden, and then we went up the Red Sea. A couple of days before Tobruk, we wore gas masks to protect our faces from the sand. It was blowing so hard. You've got no idea until you see it, what a Kempson's like. I went with the brigadier. I was with the telephone round my neck, and our lineman had laid a line to post 75, which was the old concrete fortification for the original Italian line, and we took it over. I went in there with Brigadier Savage, walked behind him. We got a few shells. The brigadier stood upright and kept walking. I went to the ground. Anyway, the idea was that they called it Advanced Brigade Headquarters, and the telephone that I was carrying hooked onto the cable that our lineys had put there, and so they had communication with everybody. The brigadier did, and that was Tobruk, my experience at Tobruk. We heard a lot of aeroplanes one day. Easter it was, 1941, and we looked up and saw about 60 or 70 aeroplanes overhead, and we said, oh, this is great, we've got a bit of air cover at long run. They turned out to be Japanese. They just bombed Colombo Harbour. Anyway, while we were there, we cut down palm trees and made roadblocks, and we didn't have any artillery. We only had machine guns, and we were expecting to be invaded. We sailed from Colombo on the Athlone Castle, which was a very nice ship, but we all took a lot of tea home because we knew they were on rations back here, and we could buy a lot of English cigarettes, Craven A in round tins of 50. We filled our packs up with it, threw our clothes away, filled our packs up with tea and cigarettes. We went straight from Colombo to Melbourne. We looked out at one dawn and we could see the top of Arthur's Seat. After some time, I forget how long it was, they took us to Royal Park, and the best day of my life in those days, almost, they discharged me. And the army provided a felt hat, one suit, pair of shoes, singlets, underpants, two pairs of socks, and perhaps a tie, and sent us on our way.